our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Look like. Taking a look at Charlotte, so far this hasn't been the season they were hoping for. And time is of the essence. And of course the Wizards, they're just one rung below them. And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Williams is out there with Williams. And it's Okogie in at the 3. And for the Wizards, Bilal Coulibaly out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Chris Middleton.
And the thing that you want most is to find out where inspiration is going to come from. You don't want to rely on your coaching staff and use the coach's verbiage to get you going. Some player is going to stand up and stand out tonight. And like a weather vane, things can just shift. And with the win here tonight, a team could go on a little bit of a roll to reestablish some of their confidence for the rest of the season.
Now here's Miller, coming off a terrific game against Houston. Pass to Okogie, launches a 3, hits the trifecta.
And not a strength of Okogie, but you can see that he's putting the work in.
And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for Washington. It's a 3-point game. From the right block, and the rebound goes to the Hornets. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And in that one, the bench came to play. It gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that one.
3 on the clock. Here's Ball. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Sweet shot right there from Ball. A multi-talented offensive weapon.
And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position grade?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
And that one's good. Poole.
Those are 2 tough points from Poole. Great to see him mixing it up down low.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. There's Ball with a 3. Doesn't go that time. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keefe. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and you can't let him out-hustle and out-work us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Well, defensively, against a young guy like Sarr, his size and energy can be overpowering.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Hey guys, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sarr.
A big piece. Okay, Shams, thank you.
Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks, too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right.
Now here's Miller. Doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. Here's Ball. That one no good. Oh, some solid defense from Poole. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Buries it from 3. Poole's got 5 now.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Williams is screen on Poole. The 3 from Ball. Charlotte again missing.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Poole. Here from the field after that one. 3 for 4 now. Hornets trail by 4. Pass to Okogie. Here's Miller. Shot to stop the run. Sarr pulls it in.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from it.
And here's Poole. 1:43 left to play in the first. Here's Middleton. Goes back up. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And Washington will go for a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sarr. George comes in for Champagnie. Bay, he's checked in for Middleton. And Smart subbed in for Coulibaly. A minute 35 left in the first. Hornets trail by 6. Well, Brent, since 1980, the Wizards have had home court advantage in the playoffs just one time.
BA, do you want to have anything that you want to share that's positive about the Wizards? I mean, this team has not made it out of the second round in that span. So hard to envision that happening anytime soon. You got a long way to go.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Wizards last season for the first time in a long time hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Good there, Allie. Thank you.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome to me.
And there's the screen. Here's the Wizard. That one falls.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
40 seconds left to play in the first. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Mann comes in for Miller. Hornets trail by 8. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Williams. Picked his pocket. And a fast break now for the Wizards. Here's Carrington. And he gets that one.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical.
It's rebounded by Washington. Their last meeting was in this building. They were able to come out on top.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Well, the second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Just 4 seconds left in the opening quarter. 1 second left. The shot off that time. And so it's the Washington Wizards ending the quarter up 10. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be right back after this word. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Wizards.
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
We've got Marcus Smart. Rashawn Holmes is out there with Sadiq Bey. And it's Carrington in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
And the first one at the line is good.
Nurkic is focused on trying to make the job of his teammates easier. He works so hard on the glass and setting screens. Tons of dirty work that Nurkic finds himself involved in.
Nurkic hits them both. Wizards leading by 8. Pass to Bey. Over Ball. Hey, no good. And Ball will bring it up here for the Hornets. Over to the wing. Here's the Wizard, defended by Smart. Here's the Wizard. And that one good. The Wizards got his second basket of the night.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Wizards, last time out against the Rockets, really lit up the floor. He had 14 points, and he was able to provide some stout defense on that end of the court, too. He stepped up his game tonight, and you could tell his teammates loved seeing him go to work. Guys?
Yeah, Allie, he was playing with excellent intensity out there, getting what he wanted.
Agreed. He's coming into this one with some great momentum.
No reason to settle. Just keep getting to his money spots.
Now an update on Josh Okogie from Allie LaForce. What'd you learn, Allie?
Thanks, guys. I just talked with the Hornets head athletic trainer. There's some pain in the chest area, especially when breathing. Right now, it's being called a bruise. It is a major loss right in the thick of the season. Other guys will have to step up. Let's see who answers the call.
Well, and Allie, it appears that he needs some work done before he comes back to this one.
And we all know that if it's something he can play through, he'll be back, no doubt.
Hornets trail by 8. Ball passes to man. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First trip to the line for him here. And he makes the first. So for Washington, Sars checked in for Holmes. George comes in for Champagnie, and Middleton subbed in for Bey. Good on both.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Smart outside. Pass to George. Here's Middleton. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Wizards lead by 8.
Focus from Chris Middleton like he'd been there before. I don't know if he saw the defense. The results were good.
Sinks it from distance.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Soft touch off the glass. Middleton's got 6 points.
That is tough. Watching Middleton find some kind of shooting window there and then knocking it down.
Out to the right wing. Here's Ball. Ball ventures inside and converts.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Pass to George. 1:36 left in the second period. Hornets trail by 5. Here's the Wizard, defended by Smart. And he drives in. They get the rebound. The kick out to Ball. And Charlotte, another three.
He's turned it on here in the second quarter, getting his offensive game on track.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, two bad ones, one good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
And Charlotte making a change here. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Cleveland, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for Charlotte, there's...
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Washington up 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
Definitely some explosive guys on this list, but there's plenty of time out there for someone to grab this spot. Maybe even Elevator Ernie.
Yeah, that 50-inch vertical don't lie.
Neither did those shorts.
And guys, let's take a look at the Wizards in that first half. Neither side able to build a significant lead through 2.
Love that they're taking high percentage shots, and it hasn't been easy for them. It's hard to score inside when the defense is collapsing on you.
Who needs three-pointers anyway?
Kenny did.
So thank you, Ernie.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Jordan Poole. Man, is he getting it done today.
He's been on the attack, playing...
Holmes, he's checked in for Sarr. George comes in for Champagny. And it's Marcus Smart in for Coulibaly. And he's got his 4th free throw of the game. That free throw good from Middleton. And as Chris Middleton has gotten older, Brent, he's had to battle a number of injuries.
No doubt this is what happens to an aging player, and for Middleton, they seem to just be compounding. The tough thing for the squad that he plays with is just how reliable and important he's been in the biggest moments. So he gives them confidence, he needs to find it back in his own body.
On the court for Charlotte, they've got Yusuf Nurkic. Miller is out there with ball, and it's the Wizard in at the point. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. Rebounded by Nurkic. Hornets trail by 3. Ball passes to Miller. Here's the Wizard for the tie. And the three-pointer goes. The Wizards got 12 points in the game.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Middleton, no good. The Hornets shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. The Wizard passes to Nurkic. Here's the Wizard, guarded by Poole. Nurkic a screen on Poole. Back to Nurkic. Stolen by Middleton. And the Wizards on the break. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Outstanding imagery from Smart. I mean, pushing himself to get up the floor.
Ball passes to the Wizard. Here's Diabate for the lead. And Charlotte, another three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They're pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime the guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Could be an exciting finish. We've got George, also Sadiq Bey out there, and it's Gill in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Here's the Wizard. That shot missing. Smart with the defensive effort. Washington trailing. To the paint. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside man. Pass to Nurkic. George over to help. Here's the Wizard. 5 to shoot. Nurkic. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hornets lead by 3.
And Nurkic did a great job just keeping the motor running.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Now here's George. Tight defense on him. Here's Carrington. Rebounded by Nurkic. Hornets leading by 3. On the wing man. Pass to the Wizard from outside the arc. Smart grabs a miss. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has it.
And so the Hornets take the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.